Are you PCSing to Pensacola? If so, welcome. Our military families live all over the Pensacola area. However, there is a high concentration of military families by the back gate of NAS. So I am rolling through some neighborhoods to show you what they look like. This is Blue Angel Lake. The homes range from about 1,700 to 2,600 square foot, mid 300s to actually over 500. The HOA is about $350 a year. Again, the name of this neighborhood is Blue Angel Lake, and it does have a lake in the neighborhood. Next up is Emerald Shores. There's Emerald Shores, the cottages at Emerald Shores, and the estates of Emerald Shores. This is just the regular Emerald Shores. The homes were built in the early 2000s. The average square foot is about 2,000 square foot. And of course, prices are going to vary, but right now the average is about $350. Again, that's just an average. There is a low end and a high end, depending on different variables, but the average is about $350. All of these neighborhoods are located very near the back gate of NAS Pensacola, right off Gulf Beach Highway. All of these neighborhoods are very close to one another, within 3 to 6 minutes of each other. If you enjoy the beach, all these neighborhoods are very close to Perdido Key as well. Here's the next neighborhood. This is Emerald Shores, the cottages. So clearly these aren't cottages. That just happens to be the name of the neighborhood, one of the Emerald Shores neighborhoods. In addition to being very close to the back gate of NAS, all the homes and the yards were very well kept. I'm in and out of these neighborhoods frequently, and to date haven't noticed anything where I thought to myself, whew, that needs some attention, doesn't it? This is still the cottages at Emerald Shores, and they do have a park with some trails in the neighborhood. It looked like they were trying to replace a playground, perhaps. So there's a trail, basketball courts, and then there was some yellow tape around this playground. It looks new, so I think that they're just replacing it. Sunrise is one of the gated communities in the area, and it has trails in the neighborhood that lead to the Perdido Kids Park. Really interesting park. It has a smaller children's area, I guess a regular size kids area. They have restrooms, covered picnic tables, and this kids park is very close to all the neighborhoods that you're seeing in this video. This neighborhood is Vizcaya. I didn't catch the neighborhood sign, so I just typed it in there, Vizcaya. Most of the homes were built in the early 2000s. The prices range from the mid to high 400s. Again, you're going to have a low end, you're going to have a high end, but that is your average. The Vizcaya neighborhood doesn't turn over as much as the other neighborhoods in the area, meaning you won't see as many homes up for sale in this area. Folks move in and they tend to stay here. At least that's what the numbers are saying right now. I did notice one for sale sign in the neighborhood. We're coming up on it here in a second. If you're PCSing and coming to this area very soon and interested in this area, give me a call. I'll video that home for you. We just passed it. I noticed one for rent as well. I volunteer on base to help the military members find off-base housing. So if you like to rent and check out the area first, I can help you with that also. We are now in Chandel and Chevalier. Those are two different subdivisions. Chevalier's coming up. We are in Chandel right now, but they have very similar statistics. Those two subdivisions, the homes range in the 400s, usually around 420, 3 to 4 bedrooms. Most of the homes were built in between 1970 and 1999. There have been some newer additions in both those neighborhoods as well. So I've mentioned several times that all these neighborhoods are very close to the back gate of NAS. They are not too far away from Perdido Key. Just go right over the bridge there. And these neighborhoods are extremely close to one of our state parks, Big Lagoon State Park. We are leaving Chandel and entering Chevalier. But to get back to Big Lagoon State Park, it has a boat ramp, it has hiking trails, there's covered pavilions all throughout the state park for picnics. They have an amphitheater. The amphitheater is really neat. It's literally right next to the water. I think that folks hold weddings there. There's also the Governor's Pavilion, which has about 20 picnic tables under a covered pavilion and a huge grill. And yes, there is a camping area. It's a great state park. I plan on doing a video on it. We are now in Grand Lagoon. Grand Lagoon is actually 5 separate subdivisions. The previous neighborhoods we went through were across the street from the water, and Grand Lagoon sits right on the water. This body of water is called Big Lagoon, and then there is the Barrier Island with Johnson's Beach and the National Seashore, and across from that is the Gulf of Mexico. Out of all the neighborhoods we've gone through, Grand Lagoon has the widest variety of price and style of home. If you want to get more familiar with Pensacola, check out my website, www.pcspensacola.com.